I'm here today with the magnificent Marie Blackburn. Marie Younger Blackburn is the originator of the first women's conference on Cape Cod, Driven Women, which we had the pleasure of participating in or attending, those of us from Kennedy-Donovan Center last March. So we're here to talk about Marie's conference, as well as some of her relationships with people on the Cape that she networks with, and her association with Kennedy-Donovan Center. And so Marie, welcome. It's a pleasure to have you here. And again, you're an amazing woman. You're an incredible networker, you're a businesswoman, and you're an amazing mom to your son Chase. So we want to have just a little talk about that today and let people know what you're up to and what we can hope to experience through your Driven Women in the future. Mm-hmm. Now, speaking about Kennedy-Donovan Center, you and your son Chase and your family have been associated with KDC for about how long now?
Okay. First of all, thank you, Julianne. Thank you for that great introduction. I'm humbled by that, all those accolades. However, I am, in my opinion, a mom first. And I have been involved with Kennedy-Donovan for about 7 years. It's hard to imagine a time when we didn't have them in our life. They're so beneficial to our ability to instrument some of the things that Chase are involved in around the Cape.
Now tell us a little bit about Chase.
Oh boy, Chase is a joy. He's a dynamic 11-year-old boy. He's in the 3rd grade in the Mashpee school system. Chase, you can see his picture right there. He just has a dynamic personality. It's not without challenges due to the fact that he has Down syndrome, but he's very much all boy, very happy. Chase loves music, and he loves to be the center of attention in any room. He loves people. He's very social and active.
He definitely is. We all really enjoy Chase whenever he's around. His personality is quite dynamic. And because you have had some challenges, what would you say were specific things that you and Chase have benefited from through KDC?
Okay. First of all, just the ability to have access. A child like Chase, there are things that preclude him from certain activities because he does need a one-to-one aid in all circumstances. We find Kennedy-Donovan to be really inclusive and very understanding for a population of children with disabilities. So as a family, we're able to be social, and that's really important to a child like Chase. His #1 need is for love, attention, and to be social. So we find it's really an accepting place for us to be part of Kennedy-Donovan. So I think that's the #1 thing that we gain, just the ability to have some social time and gain access to all things wonderful on the Cape.
Well, that is our goal. We try to make a point to have inclusive activities that the kids really enjoy. And I know Chase fully enjoys what we do. I know recently we had bowling. Chase loves that. And we've done boating activities, swimming. I know Chase also is involved with activities that aren't necessarily KDC run. For instance, tell us a little bit about this program right here, Buddy Walk by the Sea.
Okay. For the 5th consecutive year, we will be involved in the Buddy Walk by the Sea. It's July 26th at Falmouth Harbor. It's for children with Down syndrome, and we have what's called Team Chase. My goal this year is to raise $2,500 that will be given to the Mass Down Syndrome Congress, and their goal is to provide advocacy and inclusion for children with disabilities. So we're really excited. I have assembled a rock star team of people who will assist us in that. My goal is to have 100 people on Team Chase. So I have reached out to teams like the Spartans football team, and they're really excited, and they said they're going to show up in force. I reached out to the Katuitt Kettleers and various sports groups, because the message that I want to send, even beyond the money that we collect, is that we have your back, that there are just groups of concerned people who say these children in this community have some support. So I've been reaching out to all kinds of businesses and individuals that we're getting on the team. And it's just going to be, I think, an epic year for this event. So please join us if you are available to come down to Falmouth Harbor on July 26th. It starts at, 10 in the morning for registration. It's a brief walk around the beautiful Falmouth Harbor. There'll be children's activities. Cape Cod Children's Museum will be involved. I reached out to them. They'll provide crafts. We have bouncy houses and face painting and a band. So there's a lot to do. And we'll have Simply Black and White Catering that will provide a light breakfast as well as Cape Cod Bagel. And there'll be a host of vendors there. So it's a really wonderful family day. And
how would people get onto, is there a website people can get onto?
So you can go, for more information, you can go to BWBYTHESEA, so Buddy Walk by the Sea, at mdc.org. Okay, or you can call 781-221-0024.
Excellent, excellent. So we'll make sure we get a close-up shot of that and back up what you just said with the printed word here. That will be a very exciting event, something we're all looking forward to attending, and something that we definitely encourage other people to check out and join the fun. Absolutely. Now, Chase has also been involved with, I believe, Special Olympics. Is that correct?
He has. This year he was a first place winner in a 100-yard dash, so that was really exciting. I think for maybe 4 years in a row we've attended the school games, the event, and this year it was at the Dennis Yarmouth School. So again, a lot of support. Chase is really encouraged by his school. They prep them for the games, and he's really involved. So that's just one thing that he belongs to.
Yep. And then you've also, I believe, Camp Linden.
Yes. I am on the board of the YMCA Cape Cod, and Camp Linden has been a part of Chase's life since he was very young, I think 6 years old or so. So he's very much a part of the family. And Camp Linden is one of the only camps around that I found, and I looked far and wide, that would allow Chase access to the camp. And they have provided staffing for him in the past. In the last couple of years, we had to meet the challenge of providing staffing for ourselves. They wanted to get more specialized staff for kids like Chase. So we look for paraprofessionals this time of year. It's not easy to do, actually, so it takes me the better part of the year to find a good fit for someone to attend camp with Chase, but it's so worth it. Camp Linden is an amazing place for Chase. He gets to do outdoor activities and be around a lot of typical kids and model some really good values and behaviors.
I know you've spoke very highly of the Camp Linden program, and you are very active in the YMCA. Now, with Kennedy-Donovan Center, you as a family have a family support caseworker or
Yes.
Support worker that helps you out. What would that person do, or what have they done for you?
So that has been an amazing asset for us over the years. I could not do it without Kennedy-Donovan, absolutely. They provide resources. One thing that they do have is some support money every year that we are able to receive, and that is very helpful because we have to pay this paraprofessional for the summer as well. So we access those funds as well as the support. I have what's called a family wraparound support worker, and what we do is she provides the checks and balances to my really big things to do list. Everything that is involved with Chase, from his education to his health needs, behavioral therapy, there's a myriad of things that I have to do for Chase. And I have support with that. So we do things like things to do lists, and she just makes sure that I'm on track with what I need to do, and when I'm not, just nudges me for that. And also we work as a team to provide support, to look for resources, to contact those resources, to stay on top of things. So I just couldn't do it without that program, and I'm really thankful for that.
Well, we're thankful to have you. I know that if a parent recognizes that their children may have a developmental issue, one of the most important things they can do is contact KDC and begin the process of filling out an application for DDS, which is the Department of Developmental Services. And once that eligibility is formed, then becoming part of KDC really means that not only the child but the entire family does receive support. And that support can vary based on the person, based on the child. Not everybody gets an allocation, not everybody gets the same allocation. A lot of people do, but it's definitely worth taking the steps for your own sake, for your family's sake, and for your child's sake. And again, KDC has the family support services, so it's not just the child, but the siblings and the parents as well, and you know all of this. But I'm reiterating this because it's so important for families to take the steps to advocate on behalf of their child.
Sure.
And you're an amazing advocate and an amazing networker. As I've said, we have been partnering in a family support networking group in Mashpee at Panera Bread, first Friday of the month at 9:30 a.m.
Yes.
And although it may not seem like a traditional support group, we have networked people into receiving resources and support that they may never have received.
Sure.
Now, in your area of Falmouth, you're on a number of different types of boards and committees. What are some of the activities or the boards that you're involved with in your area that people have been able to learn from you about?
Okay, so I'm a member of BNI, first and foremost, Business Networking International. I've been a member for about 4 years. It's grown my network. It's allowed me to meet and form relationships with many business people across Cape Cod and expand that network. So that has proven to be beneficial. I said that I'm a member of the board member of the Cape Cod YMCA. I'm also a commissioner with Cape and Islands Commission for the Status of Women. And what we do is look out for the needs of women and children on Cape Cod. I am a member of the Cape and Islands Wedding Group. I'm on the board there. And just to name a few things that I'm involved in. What I find is collaboration. I coined a phrase, and it's collaboration is key and loyalty is essential. And what that means is that we have the ability to collaborate with anyone, like you and I. We collaborate once a month at getting resources for parents. And I find sharing information with others is really beneficial, and it helps. It's a win-win situation. So I use my expanded network to connect people to what and who they need, and it really pays off. You know?
It definitely pays off. We have had so many testimonies of people that have learned from you and the value of your networking collaborations with people. Now, you had the first Driven women's conference called the Driven Women, and it was amazing. I've talked about it so many times with so many different people because it was one of the most exciting conferences I've ever been to. It was in March, as I said, and I think you had, 400 women, mm-hmm. and probably the biggest snowstorm of the year, mm-hmm. and I think all 400 women braved the snowstorm to go to that conference, and it was just dynamic. You had top-notch speakers from all over the Cape, really influential people that came to share their wisdom, and you also had the YMCA as your nonprofit beneficiary. Tell us a little bit about the Driven Women's Conference, mm-hmm. and what your plans are for the future.
Okay. First, let me say that I'm humbled by everything you say again. And I, too, hear all around to this day that conference was something to be proud of for Cape Cod. It may not have been the first conference ever to hit Cape Cod, but it was a first to me with my vision and my goals. I put out a call to action to area women in Cape Cod, just a general call to action, and I was amazed at what I got back. Women came from far and wide off Cape on to participate and to see what was needed to get this off the ground. And in a little over 5 short months, we were able to pull together a very dynamic, useful day. The mission of Cape Cod's Conference for Women is to come together under one roof and share useful and relevant information pertaining to women. not exclusive to women, but pertaining to women. We did have men involved, and we could not have done it without the help of our men here on Cape Cod. The collaborations that resulted from that conference are staggering. People connected, business was done, businesses were formed from it, businesses were expanded, people saw areas that they didn't even know that they wanted to go into. So I'm really pleased. We had 100% satisfaction from our vendor participation, and last year the YMCA Cape Cod was our beneficiary as a nonprofit. We were able to give them a significant amount of money from our raffles. And this year we want to honor Kennedy-Donovan as our nonprofit because of the work that you've done personally, I'd like to say. I just want to highlight children and families with children with disabilities, and be able to give and bring some more exposure to Kennedy-Donovan. That's really important. So we look forward to that. This year our theme is going to be women who make a difference here on Cape Cod. There are so many, and I would be amiss to overlook. And it's not only in the nonprofit sector, it's all around. There are women who make a difference. And I just want to honor those women. So I have a short list of really dynamic women, yourself included, here on Cape Cod that make a difference in the lives of people on Cape Cod. So we look forward to bringing 2016 Cape Cod's Conference for Women together.
Well, it sounds exciting, and I thank you for, again, your accolades. It's wonderful to be able to be a presence on the Cape to really help other women to even be a great mom and support people in that job alone. I know you're a great mom, and you also have your own business. Mm-hmm. Tell us a little bit about your business.
Mm-hmm. My business is Simply Black and White Events. I work in conjunction with my son, Chef Ralph, who has Simply Black and White Catering, so we work together. I love what I do. I've been doing it for many years, catering events and providing food, bringing it to your office, your home, your venue, and it's really exciting to be able to work with your children, you know, to see the new generation and what is relevant for this time. But Simply Black and White Events has expanded with the Driven Conference, and we look forward to hosting many more events here on Cape Cod in the surrounding areas.
Well, you are mom, businesswoman, and networker extraordinaire. I say that all the time. I'm pleased to know you. You've been a great influence in my life and in the lives of so many people that I know. And if you could leave us with one parting advice or something that you'd like to tell women out there, but especially moms that have the challenge of raising a child that has special needs, what would you say? What would you like to tell women out there?
The first thing that came to mind, and it may seem or may not seem relevant, but it's to be kind to one another. I think that as women we face a lot of unique challenges. We have to balance work and life, and we have to balance just life in general, and it's not easy. And when you add a child with disabilities on that, it becomes staggering. Mm-hmm. And if we could understand that we all have similar values, which is to have whole and healthy families and take care of ourselves, and that we are kind to one another, that we see need and we extend our hand in service to help one another, that we collaborate with one another, that we have a level of understanding of each other's differences as well as what makes us alike, and just lend a helping hand. That's what I would like to say to women out there.
Well, that's beautiful, Marie, and I couldn't agree with you more. We will take that to heart, and we'll have to think about that, and really all of us as women and as moms that want our families to be the best they can be and give our children the very best. So we want to say thank you to Marie Younger Blackburn for being here with us today on Kennedy-Donovan Center Who's Who. And we look forward to the conference this year, and we will be posting information at the end of the show to tell you how you can get in touch with us. Thank you so much. Bye, Marie. Thank you.
Thank you.